Don't you love the excitement of rally days? The entire student body unites to scream their praise for the school. Isn't it sad this unity of the entire school only happens a few times a year? Now our sense of community, of belonging to something, can be fostered in a new way. Waste disposal. Yes, this might sound odd, but a composting system would encourage students to get involved with the school, both in the production and usage of nutrient-rich soil. With a compost system at Monte Vista, students would throw away the applicable food scraps to be used later in the composting process. Every day, each student generates more than 2 pounds of compostable products, and approximately 65% of waste currently thrown away in the trash can be composted.
So what happens to those nutrient-rich food scraps that we throw away in the trash can? When food goes to the landfill, it becomes trapped underneath packed earth and cannot fully decompose. Bacteria breaks down the food and releases methane, a greenhouse gas that contributes to global warming. Composting returns organic matter to the earth, where it can provide nutrients for other living organisms to grow. It's the circle of life. So when you throw away your food scraps, bacteria breaks down the plant matter into CO2 and heat. After a few months, what was once unwanted food waste becomes usable, fertile soil. The produced soil will enhance the soil and plant quality in the school garden. Well, what about the smell? Sure, durable soil sounds nice, but how much should my nose have to sacrifice? Actually, ordinary compost doesn't emit any smell. This may be surprising since composting is essentially rotting, but it's true. Composting also helps more than the environment and community. Composting also helps financially.
I think in terms of the savings in food from the cafeteria side and the creation of soil as a resource for school and community, I think on the order of $5,000 a year is really a reasonable number.
In addition to money saved on trash output and soil, less uneaten food will be wasted. To implement our idea, we will begin by placing 4 food scrap bins in populated areas on the campus. We would keep our compost bin inside the fenced school garden. Before beginning our composting system, we will educate students on how to compost and which food items can be composted and which cannot. So how much would this cost? Well, for proper maintenance of a compost system, we would need to purchase a compost bin, a 1-pound scale, 4 trash cans, a compost thermometer, and a sifting screen. This would cost $638. We would additionally need to periodically purchase wood chips and trash bags. Together, these cost approximately $130 per year. So with our $1,000, we could sustain a composting system for over 2 years.
What would students have to do to sustain the system? Well, all students would have to do is, instead of doing this, do this.
We asked the advisor of MV Sprouts, the club that currently maintains our school garden, about the viability of students participating in this project. We learned from his experience that students would most likely be morally obliged to correctly dispose of waste.
We asked students whether they would be supportive of a composting system at Monte Vista. 84% said they would be, and 82% said that they would deposit their food in the appropriate food scrap collecting bins.
Yes, I will be in favor. I am for composting system.
Composting is a chance for our entire school to take part in something together. A chance for us to show that Monte Vista has the cleanest campus, the most passion for our environment, the strongest community.